All right. MOTU this week, it's not very much. There's a secret mystery figure coming out in November, I think. The Filmation figure should be coming out maybe at the end of the year, maybe next year. I have no idea. Pre orders coming out. I do not know. Right now, I do not care. I do have a new figure or new something from this series that I'm going to show later on. We have Skeletor, the ultimate power Skeletor, right? This is like fierce Skeletor. You know, if you take the Havoc staff, you become this powerful. If you take the sword, you become this powerful, like King Grayskull. King Grayskull made a terrible mistake, right? So let's look at the DVD. We are going to be looking at the DVD tonight. We're not going to be watching it, but I'm going to review it. I've got to watch all 26 episodes. And let me tell. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the presentation, okay? Because we have a nice a slip cover, right? Uh, Here is the art in the back, front and back. Here are the sides. There is He-Man on one side, Skeletor on the other, and on the back is the Ultimate Battle. So it gives you a brief description. Here is the same thing, and I'll open this up. And this is I've never seen this before. You've got 4 discs, okay? There are 4 discs all stacked on top of each other. It's like those old 90s, early 2000s towers where you stack DVDs on top of each other. So that's what we have there. Now, as far as the content, when you play it, you just get a simple menu. You get the company logo and all that. Nickelodeon, not Nickelodeon, um, Mattel presentation, Netflix. You'll get this, you get the usual station ID, company ID, but nothing else. No music for the DVD menu. Just lists the episodes. You could play all of them, or you could play one at a time. Um, and if you try, I mean, you have to have Netflix to be able to find this very easily. Otherwise, if you go on YouTube, you have to go through Google search engine. If you go on YouTube, it will take you a while to find this to purchase episodes. So that's a rough fuck you, isn't it? So I don't even know how many of these episodes are available to watch for purchase. I think all of them should be up there on Google/YouTube. I wanted to love this series as it is. I like the series. I do like the series. Um, I think it's fine the way it is. Um, it's weird. Okay, so if I may put this aside, so with the DVD, the thing about this series is that it went way too fast for me. Maybe Rob David. I forgot who the other guy is. You got Rob David, and you have the other guy, and I forget who the other guy is. I always forget his name. It's a bald dude, Jeff Matsuda. Jeff Matsuda. These two here. So this is the Dark Horse book that I have shown, and I was so happy to show this to everyone because it came out ahead of time. Don't think that's going to stand the way I want it. So we will make the most of it. We will stand it this way. So if you just watch the show, right? If you just watch He-Man, you're going to get this much. You're not going to get a whole lot because everything moves so fucking fast. I think Jeff and Rob's perspective, and Brian Q. Miller, who did Smallville, he wrote episodes for Smallville. Brian Q. Miller wrote scripts for this, so I can understand the character development was not done badly. The problem was that everything was moving. This is the first time I saw all these episodes, okay? Many of you have already seen it on Netflix. I had not seen it on Netflix. The main reason was because this was going to come out on DVD, and they canceled everything after 3 seasons. The end of the beginning of the end, whatever it was. They wrapped it up. I think they had always known, not always known, but maybe as far back as season 2, that this was going to be it. So they had planned it out a certain way, and they knew it was going to be over. I don't think everybody else knew, but I think if I had watched it and seen the title cards, the end of the beginning of the end, or the beginning of the end, and the last one is the end of the beginning with Hordak, right? Kevin Conroy. If I had seen that last episode title, I would have said, oh, I think this is it. I think we're not getting anything more. Keep in mind, I think there were like 70 plus episodes for the original series, not too many for the space era, 39 episodes of 2002 He-Man, and 26 for this one. And only 10 episodes for Revelation, not counting Revolution or the third one or whatever it's going to be. So, if you just watch the series, everything moves fast. I think their perspective, Jeff and Rob's perspective was that kids have a short attention span, don't pay attention to things long enough. They watch TikTok videos. They watch that gummy, I am your gummy bear. Remember that gummy bear, that jumping around gummy bear? Looks like he's in mobile games. It's like a thing. It's like a ringtone thing. But like it's like all that stuff. Like kids just look at that. So we have to move everything quickly. But the problem is that it's so fast. You have to watch this show. You have to watch this whole series a couple more times to appreciate all the things that are happening. And I like the voice actors. I like the characterization. You had George Takei as Merman. You had Gray DeLise as Evelyn. You had Ben Diskin, who was oh, what are you here for? I remember Ben Diskin was that worm in the Clone Wars when Savage Opress went to the trash planet, and he does the voice of Skeletor, Keldor, and there's a lot of other. Kimberly Brooks is Tila, and the sorceress Eldris, because Tila's the new sorceress. A lot of rules are changed around. Um, but like you watch these episodes, you can only learn so much. If you read the book, if you read The Art of He-Man, which is kind of like a special features kind of thing, okay? Because there really is no special. There are no special features. Just the episodes. That's it. No trivia. Nothing. If you go to here, you get so much out of here, but you miss the context of the episodes and the chapters, right? So there's no story here, but you just get like the world of what this cartoon is about. If you go to this, everything moves quickly, and there's not enough time to look at everything. Everything moves so fast. There's not enough time to look at everything. And that's where we are. Not enough time and so much to see, and not enough time to see it all. And in some ways, this show did not deserve a season 4. In other ways, I think it really did. Now you can see the previews in this book here, what everything was going to look like. The going back to Earth, why Marlena left. I even still have the art. I still have the art for this, in which Rob David liked this one. This is where you have He-Man. He reveals himself to Queen Marlena. Queen Marlena had not seen her son in a long time. And I did this for Mother's Day. This was done on 5/11. And there's Tila. That's her scepter turned into a purse as they walk around Earth, like incognito. She could see in his eyes that it is her son. And yeah, I was like, this is a very touching scene, and we're never going to see this scene except here on YouTube on my channel. This is the only time you're going to see this scene. Now, I'm going to give this a letter score for the DVD. I would give the book an A plus, because if you read the book, it's great, but maybe an A, because without the chapters of the story, you don't really understand completely what's happening from just reading the book. But let's give the DVD a score. A solid B. I will give it a solid B. I could not, for the life of me, give this a C. I couldn't give it a C because I didn't think it was bad. F means it's like almost non-functional. D would be like, okay, there's something you like. I would give the first 5 episodes of Revelation a fucking D. I'll tell you that. Some sort of low score. But I couldn't give it an A either. I think the A is more for the book than it is for the DVD set. So, of course, she loves them. That's Marlene. That's Queen Marlena hiding on Earth. I do believe that if we had learned a bit more, we would have learned that Hordak was not only Evelyn's father, but Marlena's old boyfriend, and they have a child together who is Adora. Adora would be Queen Marlena and Hordak's child, but Hordak was a human who mutated into a bat creature. And then you would have the space people from outer space, Optic and Flog and Slushhead, but in new versions. I would love to have seen that. And you would have had the Masters go to outer space with Flipshot and all that stuff. It would have been something. So if you like this video, if you like the review, you know what to do. If you get, you must get both things, because without the other would be a crime, I would say. And rest in peace, cartoon. And I may be reviewing Revolution. I can't promise I'm going to like it. Those last 5 episodes of Revelation were like a little too late.